Hey guys, it's me. Chelle's behind me.
Hi guys.
So I hope everyone's having a wonderful day. Start out with I apologize. I've kind of got a migraine. I've had it off and on for like 4 days. So I got my ducks in a row, good Lord willing. I believe I do. I got my glue, my cutter. I got my fabric. I did go ahead, guys. Let me show you the cover. I'm actually doing 2 of these. Remember I had said something about doing a quilt, kind of not necessarily a journal, but like to document the quilts I'm doing.
Yeah.
So this is of my design. I'm using, of course, my bowl material, my interfacing. So this is, I've already got it. You know, I had the measurements. Let me see if I can. This ruler isn't long enough, so I would say it's about 19 inch. No,
I think it was
20 inches from this point to my edge. A lot of this that you'll see the lines. These are my iron crap. The iron erasable ink. Sorry. These 2 black dots are actually permanent ink. A black marker. Because them have to be there. Because I have to draw a line after I get my fusible web on it. And I will be able to see this through my fusible web.
I can put the measurements below.
Yeah, she'll put the measurements below. But it's, let's see, it's 9.5 is what I made them. And so this, yeah, like I said, this is my design. I've been thinking about it for a little while, and I really love the idea. So, and this is a spring journal just for you guys. So, here is the way it's going to look. I'm going to have a button, of course, that's going to be, well, I thought it was going to be right. Well, that wasn't the button, but that was the edge of my tab. I was thinking for some reason that was my button, but it's not. So I'm debating on 2 different buttons. I'm actually doing a pinwheel design for you guys. So I've got, these are 4-inch squares, and I am going to sew these and get 4 quarters, 4 half squares. So this is just the pinwheel design. And then this is, let me get you more of a sample of that, but this is the, going to be the surrounding fabric. And this, we got this at Stitch, our local fabric store, quilting shop that we go to all the time, and we love dearly. They're just wonderful people. They're the ones, she's the one that gave us our treadle machine. It was sitting taking up space, and she said she knew for some reason, she knew in her heart, she said that she knew we'd take care of it. So when I got it home, I oiled it and took some of the stuff off and polished it up to take care of it. So
The link is below.
yeah, the link for the Stitch, our quilt shop, will be below. And please show them some love and visit. They are, yeah, I just love them dearly. They're just such sweet people. Her husband does the repairs on the sewing machines. So this is the background fabric. And this is the part I've been debating. You know, we bought that huge bag of buttons. Sorry, guys. It had shells in them. The shell buttons. And we had a whole bunch of them, all different sizes. And this was actually my favorite. But I know the light's let me see if I can this one has an edge in it. Right there, see it? And it's cut like almost in a way like a 4-leaf clover. And then this one. I really, see how it's got the carved grooves in it? So I'm debating on what to do with it. This is one of the options. And then this one, but first, and this is like I said, this one is my favorite. I love this one. But when I saw this one, I instantly thought this one has to go because of the X's and the pinwheels. Sorry. Here's Chloe. Chloe, honey, you can't get on my iron, honey. I got my iron next to me, so I'm trying to make sure she doesn't get hurt. But I thought this would be perfect to go with the pinwheel design. So we'll see. You know, when we figure it all out, how I want to do it. Little Chloe, baby girl just came out, so she's
being annoying.
She's never annoying. Honey Bunny turned her upside down yesterday, and I got mad at her and I told her to knock it off and leave my cat alone. So Chloe, she went to love on Chloe, and Chloe told her to stick it up her furry butt, or kiss her furry butt. Sorry.
Yeah,
So
like,
she was
"No,
like,
I'm not
I'm not letting you even come close to me
It
right
was
now.
funny.
It wasn't either. Chloe's just different. I try to tell her that, but Chelle don't care. You can pick on her a little bit, but certain ways, you know, you don't want to do it too much. So what I'm doing, these are 4-inch squares. I'm not good at math, so I'll know more when I get everything cut and sewn. And as you guys know, and I've showed you over and over, I sew with the seam guide. So I do it this way. There's several ways, different ways. I at least know of 2, and there might be more ways to do half squares. So half one color, half another. But this way is the way I do it because of my seam guide. And like I said, you know, when you're sewing with a 100-year-old singer, you know, a hand crank, it's not as easy as a person would think. It's a very, it's hard to sew on because you only have one hand to control it, so it really can easily get veered off. So that's one reason why. To me, it's just easier to sew with the seam guide. I haven't really been working on my block of the month club. I've been trying to do all this stuff for the store. I've been doing the ink blenders, and I haven't done them. I had to work yesterday, and like I said, I've been battling a migraine for the last few days, off and on. So it gets really bad, and then it will ease up, and then it kind of comes back. But been driving the red car because my 4Runner sucks on gas. Literally, it sucks that gas so bad. It only gets like 14 miles a gallon, so in the wintertime when our money's tighter, it really can put a bind on your finances in a heck of a hurry. So I have my sewing machine beside me. I'm going to start sewing these, and I sew in a crud. What do you call it? Chain piecing. I apologize, guys.
Okay,
I'm trying to remember what they call it. I chain piece all my stuff. It's faster. You don't use as much. Let me try to get this, because if I have it in a certain place, that will work just right there. My crank hits the tripod that the camera's on. So, it doesn't matter really which way you sew, if you want the bright up or the dark or the light color. Sometimes with the seam guide, since it is shiny, it's chrome, it's better to have a darker material first on top, just because you can see the space in between your seam guide and the fabric. That way you know you're getting the right 1/4 inch. And I have done my 1/4 inch, and I have a exact 1/4 inch. So for my block of the month, they say, you got to make sure that your seams are 1/4 inch. And so I really tested it and moved it, and so I'm pretty happy, okay with. Yeah, it's definitely going to be as close to 1/4 inch as I can get. So, like I said, with the hand crank, you really got to be careful on how you.
Is it still on?
I turned it off earlier, but it's still hot.
Yeah, I could tell it's still hot.
Yeah, it gets hot.
Hi guys, I'll be back tomorrow. Clint just wanted to kind of show you guys some stuff, and I ended up with a migraine as well yesterday. And
Yeah, she had hers yesterday.
didn't really feel like making a video.
And I told her, well, you know, honey, I don't mind. Let me do my... So I've been working on... I did the covers. Oh, crud.
What?
I used it to sew something for hers, and my stitches are too long. So I need to lengthen my stitches again.
But yeah, so I'll be back. I
Sure.
am working in the background
Yeah, she's...
on some embellishments for this journal. And so I'll be back to kind of show you guys how I made them and stuff.
For
And
your journal, for her
and
lace journal,
for
not
the,
this
yeah,
one.
for my lace journal. I figured they knew, but you never know.
Well, just to be safe.
We have new people now.
Yeah. So, but like I
have to
s-
do one more.
oh, okay. I really wanted to show this cover to you guys. This, like I said, I just came up, you know, and designed it, and I actually didn't draw it. I got me a. I was gonna. Oh yeah, I got me a canning lid, and I have a center finder for my woodwork. So I found the center and I drew the lines, and so that's how I did all the curves and everything on it. And that's how I did it. I actually drew it on my interfacing, so that way, you know, I could.
Okay,
No problem. Now you done with it?
I'm done right now.
Okay, I figured what we'll do is when we're not using it, we'll just turn it on low.
Oh, okay.
So,
That's a good idea.
well, if you don't, I iron with my antique ironing. I mean, tell you, you leave it on for too long, and it flat gets hot. That the handle can really get hot if you leave it on the hot, you know, like the temperature you use for fusible web. It can really get hot in a hurry. So, but we had a good week. Yesterday was yesterday. I think was my first day of work yesterday. I can't remember. Kinda. I might have worked. Yes. So I didn't really work a lot. I was around the house, but that red car just makes me hurt so bad. It's kind of doesn't sit right. My back doesn't sit right in it.
This little guy is all over my area.
Little Artie's kind of taking over the couch, and he's getting big, so he stretches out as long as he can go and kind of takes up the whole couch. It's funny.
He does.
He's just a
Thinker.
doll. We love today. This morning I got a whole bunch of Artie love, and then I went to go take another pain pill, and I keep those in my cabinet where I keep my sewing stuff. So, and he was there, and he started climbing up on my arm. You want me to pick him back up, so I did that and forgot to take my stupid pill. But he's a sweetie. Did I already do 3 of them? Boy, those things go in a hurry. I love this chain piecing.
Especially when you're jabbering.
Yeah, when I'm jabbering. So, but I'm gonna do a quilting, and we do have the Chelle had papers picked out for this journal already, as far as mainly just the colors for the most part.
Yeah.
I mean, so
Exactly. Yeah.
her and I went through them yesterday. I think it was yesterday, the papers, or the day before, the papers that she wanted to go in it, and
I've kind of been gaining so much paper, and I asked him if he could kind of do a cover around the papers I have, because I have so much.
because
paper.
normally, you know, I do the cover,
However
and
you
then
want.
she comes up with the paper idea, and which I was happy to do another spring one. I was actually, we were actually talking about doing that. I really did. want to do a what does?
Oh, I'm melting the edges of this thing. And
Oh, really?
Roasted marshmallows.
And then, like I said, I really wanted to do my quilt. Like I said, it's mainly just to probably have pictures of the quilt blocks I do, and like a picture of the covers and stuff like that, just to put in it. It's not really going to be a, the paper will just be plain paper. It won't have any fancy or anything in it. So she's burning that pink fabric edges, and
I just caught fire.
And she caught it on fire.
Almost burnt the house down.
So we had been a good week. I got new coffee yesterday. I went to. We have a Starbucks in Cortez, and then we have a Starbucks, and there's several in Durango, and the one at Albertsons we love so much, and the people are just so nice, the girls that are always there. And so we were talking about all the different flavors, and the supervisor gal, so I went to City Market in Cortez to get groceries. I went ahead and we drank all my cinnamon coffee I got from the New Orleans roast.
Okay, Chloe.
And I happened to, when I was there shopping, she stayed home with the headache. I happened to see cinnamon, dolce or whatever that is. Dolce. And we were talking about how we really wanted a cinnamon, but that New Orleans place doesn't say, I couldn't find them just selling the cinnamon coffee. That was in a sample pack. So as soon as so that's what we had this morning, was that Starbucks cinnamon. It was so good. I really liked it.
It was really nice.
Whew. Yeah, I got a headache. I'm alright, baby. It's alright.
I offered to do the video.
But I wanted to get our sewing chat in, and been trying to think up some stories, but to be honest, my mind isn't. Had a really bad rollover yesterday when I was coming home.
It wasn't us.
Wasn't us, thank God. It's one of the places that we actually have fiber at the school, and it actually rolled over. It was a forerunner, and it rolled over quite a bit at the school. Went through the fence and stuff, so, I prayed for him. Hopefully, didn't say anything about it in the paper this morning, so. Okay, guys, I'm going to hold off on the background fabric for now. I really need to get these cut and sewn together. That way I can kind of figure out what kind of distance I'm going to have and stuff like that. So let me put this over here. And this is my, the one cutter I got. It's a Skyhawk. I sprayed it with my adhesive sticky stuff, the sticky for your rulers and stuff. I went in and sprayed my mat, so it does help me to keep my fabric where I want it without moving it too much. So I know you guys have seen this before, seen me cut these. I have tried it one other way. I've got it's my first quilt of the Block of the Month Club has hourglass pattern in it, and so it's this, but you divide it. You sew a 1/4 inch on each side of the center. So what I went ahead and did is I went ahead and once I glued everything, I cut it, and then that way I could use my seam guide, and I didn't have to worry about messing it up. That helps. So this is nice turntable cutting mat. Like I said, when I first bought it, I wasn't happy with it. It was very slick, and that was one of the reasons why I wanted one of these rotating ones, is just because it is easy to get mixed up on for it to move. So it kind of sucked when it did that, but since I sprayed it, I haven't had a problem with my fabric moving, so I'm glad of that. Also, Gwendolyn, hi Gwendolyn, she said she crochets, talks about doilies, and I haven't showed you guys my doilies, so I want to at the end of this video. They're in the cabinet, so
you showed them at the first or last year.
Yeah, we've got so many people. I know our old YouTube family has seen them, but I wanted to show. I have one is about 30. I don't think it was quite 3 foot, but it was close, and it took me quite a while to do. I'm not the fastest crocheter, so we were talking about it on the Etsy and stuff, and I think, Gwendolyn mentioned it this morning. There's a gal one of the gals, I can't remember her name, on our Facebook page, which is the Ramblin' Crafters with an S. She makes her own lace for her projects, and I told her I've never made lace, mainly because I lose count really bad, and
she crochets it?
Yeah, she crochets it, so.
I don't think I've seen that one.
Yeah, and I lose track of my counts really easily, so I just usually do the doilies, so it's easier for me to do. And I'm a very tight crocheter too, so a lot of my stuff is pretty tight. So I made an Afghan, my first Afghan. That thing weighs a ton, but it's so heavy and thick and heavy that you can't. It's like having one of those weighted blankets, because it's just so heavy. But it's really turned out just a big old granny square. It wasn't nothing. Chelle taught me how to crochet. I've crocheted quite a few laces or Afghans, and I've come up with my own designs, but you can only have so many Afghans, so and I love the doilies. The doilies by far is my absolute favorite thing to crochet. I started one. I have 2 wheat patterns. One was, I got them from the Magic Crochet magazine. Mom had given me some, and then Nora sent me some. The ones Nora sent had a wheat pattern in it, and then I bought a big box of them on eBay, and that one of those had a wheat pattern. And I've told you guys, my family, my dad was born in Oklahoma, Mom was born in Kansas. She grew up on a farm, so it's kind of, and I lived in Kansas for a few years, 3 years, so it's kind of, I don't know, meant a lot to me. And we actually have a lot of wheat grown here, winter wheat, so we see quite a bit. So I can show you guys how to iron. Let me do this real quick. Hold on, guys. I have to use a hot pad to move my iron rest, because it's cast iron. It gets really hot in a hurry if you're not careful. So I'm going to press these, I think, towards the dark side, and they really say, you don't really want to force your fabric to go you want to try to keep it so it doesn't distort it. So I'm not using water right now. Water distorts your fabric when you start to iron it. So I think a lot of people probably use if they do it, probably use a steam iron. Mom always taught me that you don't do that. That she said the best iron she's always had was one that doesn't have holes in it. So it's one probably the reason why I got the antique iron was for that reason, because that's what Mama told me to do. So, you know, when Mama tells you to do something, you're supposed to do it. Or at least do the best you can, I suppose. So I need to call her this weekend, see how she's doing. Hopefully she's talking about maybe trying to come down this spring. I hope she does. I miss her. But we'll see, you know. I know she has to rent a car and everything, so we'll see. Hopefully she does. And you know, water does give you a crispy edge, and I think once you press it already, that if you do use the water, then it will be fine, you know. But if you spray it and then try to move it, I think is when you kind of... So, 1, 2. So some of these I'll probably think how I'm doing this. So it goes like this. So that really won't matter which way my seams are. So I'll just keep it. And then this will go here. Maybe like that. And then like this. I think that would look nice. So it really doesn't matter as far as trying to get your seams going opposite ways so you match them up. It really won't matter in this one, so I won't worry about it. And I'm probably going to go ahead and square these off just to make sure they're all the same. So been really nice here. We haven't really had any weather or anything.
I know, all I was up north, man.
Yeah, north and east, even New Mexico and all over got snow, but we didn't get anything out of that storm. It went south of us. I don't even think they even had anything in Durango, so we need it. It's melting off pretty good. We getting quite a bit of mud out there. So I haven't decided what to do with my quilting journal as far as the design of it. Just really want something that accents the shape of the journal itself, you know. So we'll see when it's time how I want to do it. But yeah, I just want to try to keep tracks. Like I did that, the butter churn dash design was my first block I showed you guys for and I actually have the sample block I did to make sure I did everything right. So I'll probably put it in there, or you know, maybe put some of the leftover fabric, a little tiny swatch of each of the colors or something like that.
That's a good idea.
Just kind of mainly just to document what my quilting journey. You know, I've quilted a little bit before, but this is different now, and I'm really enjoying, you know, doing the covers and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying that, and I'm not making a huge quilt, so it's been a fun journey, and I really want to keep doing that, you know. So, and I just wanted to do the quilting journal, and like I said, I'll let Chelle figure out what she wants to do for the inside, to how to make it to where it's what I need, not, you know, it doesn't have to be pretty or anything, just a way to document it. So, have you guys tried those poppable chips from Lay's? have to let us know.
They look like this.
They look like waffles. They're airy. I really like them. I'm not a big chip person. They have different flavors, and I like the barbecue, but they're really salty.
I like the barbecue and the plain.
Yeah, we tried the cheddar, and that stuff just was not good. Definitely not for us, that's for sure.
We're not really cheesy people.
No, we're not, and so it was kind of, yeah, I wasn't too thrilled
but
with
they're low calorie for
Weight Watchers, so.
Mm-hmm.
Got our TV back on. I got a coaxial cable yesterday, so while I was out and about. Okay, let me trim all these off, and then let me move this and this and put this back here. There we go. Okay, guys, let me.
About half an hour in.
Yeah, I've just looked at the time actually. So let me see what I can do. Now you gotta cut the dog ears off, of course. So I figured since I'm doing that, that I would go ahead and square up my squares, you know, so. Okay. So I have a centerpiece here, and I'll have to probably make sure if we go. It's a little bit off right there. See, and that one's actually pretty darn square, so I probably won't even. Probably just cut the dog ears off of them and call it good, because, yeah, that. And I really don't want them too small either, just because it makes it a little bit harder for me to grab hold of them. Oh, that don't look too bad. I'm happy with that. And here comes baby girl. You gotta say hi, Chloe. Bye, Chloe. She's wanting something, and we all know what she wants.
Daddy,
take a nap. I got home, actually. Hi, honey. Hi, my sweetie. I love you. Got home pretty early yesterday, so it was kind of nice. I didn't lay down, though. She misses our naps. You know, she really does. That's her special time. Honey, you can't get up there, sweetie.
Biddy likes naps too, but he only likes treats.
Yeah, you know, we've talked about Biddy. He will come in a lot of time. Then that little stinker eats his treats and leaves, so I know how I rank, where I rank. Sometimes he doesn't. There's sometimes he'll come in and he'll lay down with me, so.
But the temperature's perfect.
Yeah. I try to, you know, with our house being so old, we both sleep really at a cold temperature. I think it's usually like 50, 55 in there or something. Honey, you can't get on that table, honey. I know it's what you're wanting, baby girl. But Chloe's my little girl. She loves Mama to death, though. Unless Mama does something mean to her. So, but Chloe's my baby.
She's fine.
She is fine. Chloe's very attached to both of us, but she's still Daddy's girl, and she lays on me, drives me nuts. She's a big girl, too, so she'll lay on my back a lot and stuff. My side when I'm trying to sleep. She's a good girl. I sure love her. She's my baby. But we always takes our naps together. Once in a blue moon, I'd lay in Grandpa's chair, but mainly I would go to bed and lay down in bed. It's easier for me to sleep in there. And noises bother me so bad, so I do sleep with earplugs. So. But I got that from Dad, and because Dad, you know, noisy. Hi, honey. I know, sweetheart. I know. It's okay, baby girl.
I have a boogie.
Oh, you have the booger? She had a little Art. He is just a doll.
I just picked him up so I could love on him.
Cutest little thing, I tell you. He's just got the neatest little personality. He really is a sweetheart. But I loved on him for probably about an hour or so a day. Try not to do it too much because Biddy gets really sad. So, but I love him. You know, Biddy lay with me this morning. If I sit on our couch with Chelle, Biddy will lay with me. But a lot of times, if I'm sitting in my rocker, he doesn't come over, lay down. He's started to more, but I think it's better for him in the couch. Tell you, our cats, they loved. Chelle told her niece that she was spoiled, and I told her, I said, you tell Aunt Chelle, tell her I'm not spoiled, I'm loved. So if she ever calls her spoiled, that's the first thing she'll say is, I'm not spoiled, I'm loved. So,
And it's true.
It's true. She's a sweetie. I love my little girl so much. I have that picture of her and I washing eggs. She was itty bitty thing. I think she was 2, maybe 3 at the most. She's a good egg washer. But she'd go out and she'd catch a hen if it got out. But we had our chickens in the front. I've told you guys this story, but we have a 4th of July thing called Pick and Hoe. And since this is a mining and farming area, you know, but they had a chicken chase. If you caught one, you got to keep the chicken. And Debbie didn't have any room for no chicken. So, the little girl, she was the only one out there. Boy, she went out there, caught that chicken right off the bat.
Yeah, everyone else got scared of him.
Yeah, everyone else was scared of them. Not my little girl, boy. She got out there and was chasing those chickens. So she brought a little black. It was a big black and white one. And we said, well, what's her name, sweetie? And she said, Yellow. So to this day, we have a yellow chicken, no matter what. She's 18.
And they're black and white.
And they're black and white. So just for her. But if you know, she'd bring her over and she'd come over. She'd always park in the back. So because if she saw the chickens, she would yell, chickens, chickens, and she'd yank on your arm, pull you out to the chicken coop. So whenever she came, we'd have to close the door, so she couldn't see through the screen door of the chickens. Because the second she saw the chickens, she had to go see the chickens. And she'd yank your arm off. And
it wasn't so bad during the summer months, but then in the winter, when you had 3 or 4 foot of snow on the ground,
she wanted to see them dumb chickens. It was just precious. I just warms my heart every time I think of it. So, and she's still that way. She still loves chickens. So.
yep.
But yeah, it was so funny. What's her name? Yellow.
Yeah, it was so adorable.
But I cherish that picture. Yeah, I do. I just cherish that picture of her and I washing those eggs. But she's a big girl. She's 18 this year, right? Yeah. Yeah, 18. And so she's growing up, you know. So it's kind of been fun little memories. And we have one, the oldest niece, or Debbie's oldest daughter, she stayed home from school then. She was sick. And we ended up having to go Telluride, and so Debbie couldn't do anything, so we had to babysit. So, but her and I, we were out there playing in the snow, and she was laughing, and I just, memories of that, And then when she was really little, when we lived in the apartment, the kids would do their homework on the kitchen table, and I'd walk up behind her and pop her in the head. And she'd go, ow, but then she'd be laughing as she's saying it. And yeah. We had a lot of fun memories with the kids, so made it a lot easier, that's for sure. It's fun to just watch kids experience things. And then we had the oldest boy, we had one of them paddle boats, and he was on the back of it, and the dang kid jumped out so fast we didn't know what happened. And he had saw a stupid snake and jumped in the water and grabbed it.
He was like 10 years old.
Yeah. It was so funny. Boy, he jumped off that thing. We're thinking, what the heck?
Well, yeah, because you were on the shore, and we dropped you off, and then he saw that, so I had to paddle the boat back to the other shore by myself.
Yep.
Oh, it was so funny.
Tell you what, those are a fun experience once or twice, but you really don't want to use them too very often because they kind of suck. Those paddle boats, boy, they
Oh, man, yeah.
hard on your body.
We sold it.
Yeah, we didn't have it too long. It was just way too hard to even use, you know. So I have 4 blocks. So I have each 4-inch block was one pattern, one pinwheel. So okay, guys. I think probably this way. This way. I think that's right. I'll have to look. No, that ain't right. This way. Is that right, guys? Is that right? I think that's right. Okay. This one is going to be a little bit longer than all the others. So let me measure this one real quick. I want to make sure I get them all the same. That one just isn't. Just shy of 2 inches. It's missing about a 16th. So let me. But we used to always go. Well, go get petrified wood. We go, us and kids and everyone would go find petrified wood and everything like that. And it was a lot of fun. It really was a lot of fun.
We'd go mushroom hunting with Kristen.
Yeah, Kristen, which is our youngest niece. She's the chicken girl. But yeah, we'd go and we have a picture of her, video of her feeding camp robber, which are gray jays. Huh. Boy, that one's sure off, but that's all right. I'll actually straighten it off when I get in, once I sew them. So, got to make sure I get them in order or I'll screw up. I know how I am with this stuff, so probably this way. That ain't right. There, that still ain't right. One of these is not right. Well, it has to go this way. So that one goes that way. And then this one would go this way, like so. And this way. Does that look right, guys? That is it. So, let me
put Bubba down.
Yeah, why don't you come? I wasn't too sure how big it would be, but I think it's gonna be just about the right size.
That's beautiful. So. Yep, it will be, I think.
So I will be trimming these and making sure I get the same size. So I'm more worried about making sure the center point is going to be the one that lines up instead of the outer point. So, and I do have, like I showed you how I do the, if you, Shelley Sophie's or Chloe is ready to go to bed. So that will line up my center points. So you can see that really it is pretty well lined up really well. Chloe's funny. She yells at you like she wants to go to bed, but then you follow her and then she goes somewhere else. Like into the bathroom or like I'm just teasing. She's quite the little baby. I sure couldn't imagine our life without that little Chloe. She's so different. I've told you guys that she's the one that tells you to kiss her furry butt no matter what. She's got a big attitude. But she really, I don't know. I just picture Dad up in heaven laughing his butt off saying, I got the perfect cat for you guys. So, yeah, I could just see Dad doing that. Because that's always the way I've always felt Dad. That was always Dad's attitude was, you can kiss my furry butt. Well, you can kiss my butt, I guess. There we go. So, I really do have to make sure and put them in the right order or I will forget. No ands, ifs, or buts about it. I do it all the time. So... you know, with using glue instead of pins, you know, you have to. So, I think Roxanne needs to sponsor our videos since I use so much of their glue. Well, it wouldn't be worth it. She's laughing if you guys can't hear her. That was Chloe. So.
She changed her mind about laying down.
Yeah, I just told. So I'm using Roxanne glue basting.
It'll be linked below.
Yeah, and it's water soluble, so it will wash out, of course. But
sorry about Clint's hair. I haven't cut it yet.
no, she didn't feel up to cutting it yesterday before I left. So, and to be honest, I didn't feel very good yesterday. I was hurting really bad yesterday. I thought I just want to take a shower, shave, and go. I didn't know. So I figured to heck with it. I'll worry about a haircut another day.
Chloe, you're the one who did that. Well, is that necessary?
It sounded necessary to her, I guess.
No.
Some of these are bigger than others. I don't know why, but like I said, I'm not gonna get too worried about it.
About 15 minutes.
Yeah, probably get these at least sewn. So I think right there. Nope, that would be right.
Turn that to the pink.
Hun, there's two pinks. What are you talking about? There we go. Nope, that ain't right either. There we go. Had to turn
Nope,
it.
that ain't right either.
That ain't right either.
Okay.
See what I mean, guys?
Turn. No. Hold on. Let me think. Okay, they have to be like that.
I think
so
it's
this
one right here is.
No, it was this one. So
that.
turn that one back the way you had it.
Okay, yeah, like that.
Is that right? Yeah.
Like Mutt and Jeff, isn't it, guys?
Isn't that right?
Yeah, that one's right.
Okay.
So. Oh, I tell you guys.
Isn't that what Gwendolyn said?
Laurel and Hardy is what
Laurel
she said.
and Hardy. Said it was hard to watch. Sorry, Gwendolyn. That's pretty much how my life is.
Yeah, that it is.
Our life is.
Yeah.
So similar to that.
So I'll probably won't. You know, more than likely I probably won't do. I don't know. I may do the video complete, or I may just show it. I don't know. We'll have to see how we feel. I still got some ink blenders I'm gonna have to sand, and right now, not really much.
Yeah, and we're
feeling.
Caught up with the ink blender, so if you want one, leave us a message.
Yeah, I have several carved, I have, see, I had 8. I think I have 4 more carved, plus I have more to make blanks out of. I make blanks as much as I can. That's the worst part of it for me, and that's,
Yeah, I'm waiting for one lady to claim those 3.
Yeah, we had a lady who wanted 3. Had a lady that was hoping to get one that was a little bit bigger, around. She had really bad hands, she said. So I told her, of course I can do that. So one of them I did try to make it bigger. So I told her, well, we can send her one, and then she can let us know what she thinks. There it is. I got to move my iron over. Yeah, probably all we'll get done in this video is just my pinwheels. So.
Which is good. You can always do one either for tomorrow or for next week sometime.
Yeah, I mean, if I do one, I'll probably record it tomorrow and then make it for, sometime next week we'll do it. Kind of got to devise my time and figure out, watch my health. I got to work Monday. I had one of our friends call me and said I really need to locate on Monday. Thought he was going to say the same day. I'm thinking, no, I'm good. But he said Monday, so we were going to take it off. But hopefully we'll just run down there, do it, and then be able. I don't think I even have to work Tuesday, so at least I'm not.
The jobs that came in yesterday aren't due until Wednesday.
Yeah, they're due Wednesday. When we have holidays, like, they don't count that day, so they don't, so that's, nice. Whenever you have a holiday, it's 2 days from the day it's called out. So if it was called out Friday, normally it'd be due Tuesday, but it wouldn't be due until Wednesday. So we're on their schedule. We don't really have set days we don't work. Any holidays. I mean, we don't work on Christmas. I have had to, I'm sure, with an emergency, but, the older you get, the more I really don't feel like doing stuff like that. And I have that option of saying, unless it's an absolute water leak or something like that involves my fiber optic, I won't do it. I'll just say, no, sorry guys, I can't do that. So, let me move my iron back on the table, guys, so you can see that. I love chain piecing. It just makes it so easy. It really does. You don't waste a lot of threads, so. Okay, move this. My sewing machine. Tell you, that thing is heavy. It's not the funnest to keep moving around. It's a little bit heavy. Okay. Yeah, I'd like to at least get my pinwheels made, pieced and ironed, and then we can kind of go from there to see how we're going to do the rest of it. So, because I don't really know, sorry guys, I don't know how much area I'm going to have in between the blocks and stuff. So, I know some people sew with press with starch, and I've actually thought about that, especially for the covers, because they're crisper, So, hope everyone had a good Valentine's Day. I don't know if our anniversary's on the 28th, so to us, it's kind of, we don't do a lot for Valentine's Day. I bought steak and made steaks, and we had baked potatoes, and that was about it. And I bought Chelle roses, of course, I don't know if we showed them, but I bought her tulips that are in water, and they lasted about 3 weeks or so, and so they're finally dying back, so we'll have to plant them outside. But so I went and got her some really pretty yellow roses, I don't usually buy yellow roses for her, but when I saw them, I was thinking, boy, they're just so cheerful. You know, I know they're supposed to have all these different meanings, this color, and that color, but to me, if something's pretty, what color doesn't matter. The
Well,
color
exactly.
of it, so.
Yeah.
Especially if you're married, I mean, you're not gonna, I think what yellow is friendship or something like that.
Yeah.
Which, truthfully, we are friends, best friends, but, I mean, I don't know, what does it matter?
I agree.
You know, my iron turned up, I had forgot I turned it down. And I did get heat iron resistant pressing mats for my the fusible web and stuff, and I did use them and they work great. I was going to show them to you, but I probably won't even be getting close to that today. So the rest of this, once I get the center figured out, it won't be as bad. I'll be able to really figure out how much room to put in between the two, between the blocks. I just ended up cutting a small piece of that, so. That ain't right, Clinton. That's right, though. Isn't that right? That would be right. Right. Is that right, guys? I would say that one's right. So, let me get my... You want to make sure I get this right. You know how I am. I'm pretty sure I'm right. But
Aren't they telling you?
who? The people on the... Because that can't be...
That's not right.
It has to be this way, right there.
Well, they all have to, the green
So that's
all
it.
has to come in the middle. Yeah.
Well, and it will,
right.
you
Yeah.
know, once you... So...
Yeah, they all have to hit that one point. Hi, Chloe.
Chloe.
Daddy.
She
Stole
steal
my
your spot?
little stinker.
Why don't you put her in the rocker?
She came out of the rocker
Oh, seriously?
and stole my spot when I got up. I think you and her were in cahoots.
She's been... Boy, Shallow Jazzy Lynn's a seat stealer, boy. She takes my rocker so fast, I don't even have a chance. Which, yeah, I know. I like my new heating pad for the most part. But it tends to get crunched up really fast, and it's hard to take it, you know, to straighten it back out for some reason. I don't know why. My other ones aren't like that, but this is a different type of material. Did she go up finally?
Yes, she was getting on my nerves.
She does too. It's not even 10 o'clock yet.
She's like, it's time for a nap.
Yeah.
Let me check in.
I haven't been taking a lot of naps lately. A lot of times Shelle's taking one, and then I'll end up staying up and watching. And so, but today I'm definitely went ahead and took me a couple of muscle relaxers to help my migraine. So I don't get them like Chelle does all the time, but once in a blue moon I'll get them really bad. Okay, I'm really happy with the center. I think the point is really good on those. Jaslyn's getting her claws trimmed.
Oh,
They're starting to get pretty sharp. She got me this morning. They're not hard, but you know, she was playing.
yeah.
It was either this morning or yesterday.
Well, most of them were good.
She wasn't mean or anything. She didn't, and she didn't scratch, but you could definitely feel them.
I trimmed those. There was a couple of long ones.
Oh, that's probably, yeah, it was probably.
She's cleaning yet.
So, if you have them pressed opposite, you just line up your centers. And that makes everything life a lot easier. Usually you're more apt to, you can actually see it, apt to get your points correct and centered. You know, like I said, I'm going to end up trimming these down just a little bit because I really want to have room for the background fabric too. I really want it to pop also. So, let me think here, do this. Probably get these ironed and then get our book figured out. And then I'll probably do the rest on another video.
Yeah, it's already been almost an hour.
Yeah, it's almost been an hour. So let me get these sewn, and I probably won't show them pressing. I'm probably just going to press them real quick. And great. Dang it, moved on me. I must not have had enough glue on this one. This is the last one. It does take a little bit for this stuff to glue, so to dry, so probably got a little bit.
It feels cold in here, but it's not.
I turned it down, honey. It was 77 degrees in here.
Well, it's 74 now, but it still feels cold. But it's not. I mean, 74 is not cold.
Yeah. Our old house, we only have one heater in it. And then we have a couple space heaters, one for the bathroom and for the bedroom, but so it can. So I'm gonna set that one here, let it dry for a second. Let's start with the ones I've done. Gotta turn it just a little bit. There we go. Okay. Jazzy is such a sweetheart. We loved this morning. I picked her up and everything. She wanted loving and just so sweet. She was pushing her head up against my chin. She's not a girl that likes to be picked up a whole bunch, so you get loved on. So. Sure I don't get the seam under my going over my foot. That would have more of a issue than I really want. Okay, three. Find my other one real quick. I have a story for you guys the next video. Like I telling Chelle, I can't even think of a story right now to tell truthfully.
Well, you had stories, though.
Well, I did, yeah.
Kristen.
Yeah. Yeah, that picture definitely is one of my most favorite, cherished photos. That and when Chelle went to Texas when we were dating, she had a picture. She took my shirt with me, and she took those like a phone booth pictures. So those are, I think, are just my absolute favorite. So, been 22 years. This is our 22nd anniversary.
Yep. Pretty quick.
Yeah, it's been awfully fun. Marriage, that's for sure. Like I tell her, I wouldn't trade this time for anything in the world, truthfully. And I wouldn't. I love it. Been a godsend. It really just, yeah, I couldn't have. Okay, guys, there's one.
Oh, isn't
So,
that pretty?
Let me set this one.
I
Yeah.
love your colors.
I think with the background that I think they're gonna really pop.
Did they see the background yet?
So
That will be so pretty.
so that, can you guys see that? Okay, that's the way it's gonna be. What do you think, huh?
I like it.
This is gonna go with your
Beautiful
papers.
fabric. Oh yeah, I'll make it work. Such a beautiful, bright, cheerful one.
And the reason why I chose, I know I did not pinwheel design for you guys before. The reason why I chose it this time again was because of spring, and to me it just reminds me of a
Like a
pinwheel. You know, like a child on a nice spring day holding a pinwheel, you know, in her hand and running. Or
Do they still make pinwheels?
yes, they do.
Oh, okay.
So that's the really, you know, that's what I thought when I had done it. So I think those two are just about right. This one's a tad bit off, but it ain't bad. So that will be in the center, and then I'll have the thing. So I think it's going to be really neat, you know. So just kind of got to figure out about how much. I'm not really going to have a lot, I think, in between them, really, if you look at it. See, hon?
Yeah, I see that.
So that's basically what it's going to look like. I'm going to go ahead and just do a 1 inch in between them, these two. That will give me a 1/2 inch in between them. That's actually, you'll see. I think that will be fine. To me, you really can't have any more of that, more than a 1/2 inch. I mean, I could sew them together, but if you look at it, you know, it creates its own. But I think they need to be, yeah, I think they really have to be separated to actually be, to show what I want them to show and mean what I want them to mean. So guys, I'm going to let you guys go. I'm tired and I'm going to rest for a little bit. So if you guys like the video, please give us a thumbs up. It really does help. And please hit the subscribe button and make sure I get this spill out. Thank you guys. We love you guys, and thank you for watching and supporting us. It means so much to have a wonderful YouTube family. It really truly does. So I guess my lovely wife wants to say goodbye.
Bye.
See, she's shaking her head. No, I don't want. What do you want to tell? But you guys take care of yourselves. I'll keep you, show you more of this in another video. So, well, guys, take care. Hope you have a great weekend, and we will see you in the next video. Bye-bye, guys.
Bye.